It's so nice to be here. This is my first time in Toronto. Yeah. It's a beautiful city. I've never been here. It might be the most diverse city I've ever visited. It is. It's like this whole city was cast by Netflix or something. They're like a little bit of everybody. And I love it. I love it. I never realized how important diversity was until I rewatched Home Alone. You ever rewatch Home Alone with 2022 eyes? And then you're like, oh, I see why we have diversity now. I watched Home Alone recently. I'm like, oh, there's no black people in Home Alone. Did you know that? There's no black people in Home Alone. Not one. It's a movie set in Chicago with I don't know if you've ever visited, well represented in Chicago. The closest they have to a black person in Home Alone is a cardboard cutout of Michael Jordan. And Kevin tapes him to a toy train and uses him to scare off white burglars. And I'm like, I see why we have diversity now. But now I'm used to seeing diversity, so now while watching Netflix, I count races in every scene to make sure everyone's represented. And I was watching something new on Netflix, and there's a straight white guy on the screen for too long, and I'm like, hey, wait a second, that's not okay. And then I pulled the laptop closer, and I realized it was just my reflection on the screen. And I was like, I'll allow it. I was about to write a heavily worded tweet, but here we are. Yeah, I love Toronto. It's so diverse. This must be such a hard city for racists. It must be, because you can't focus on one. There's always more around. You can't just be like, because then you're like, Just reminds me of like anytime you see like a bear trying to get salmon spawning upstream, but there's too many, and he doesn't know. I like it. I like the diversity. I'm a big fan of it. This city is just like a bunch of different cultures trying each other's food. And I think it's beautiful. It's the best part of diversity is trying each other's, what do you got? That tastes good, and I like it. I can tell it's a lot of people's first time. You know, I live in San Diego. We walked by a Mexican restaurant, and I saw a little white kid just licking a burrito. Like it was a popsicle. And the server couldn't help because she was white too. She's like, yeah, that's probably how it's done. And I was like, everyone's learning. So much. I love this city. Everyone's kind. So kind. I'm not used to it. People are nice in traffic here. They let you merge. They're like, come on in. Every once in a while they don't, but that's a BMW. That's how that goes. That's what BMWs do. They don't let people merge. But everyone else, come on in. There's plenty of room. We'll wait together. It's nice. I knew it was nice. The second day we were here, my fiance and I, Emma, we went to the park, and an old man fell at the park. And before he even fully hit the ground, 3 young people ran to his aid. They sat him up. They called 911 and then waited for the ambulance to show up. And I'm just sitting there watching this with my American eyes, and I'm like, they forgot to steal his shoes. Old people don't fall in America. You get shoved. That's how it works. Or you're on a bike. It's been a weird week in the States. I don't know if you've kept up. I've been busy vacationing. I've been here for the last 2 weeks. I've been half watching the news. I don't know what happened. You ever do that where you half watch the news and you're trying to piece it together? Like Biden fell off a bike and somehow that made abortion illegal. That was a hell of a fall. How hard did he fall? Who let that old man on a bike? That guy has a whole security team. The Secret Service, can you imagine how nervous they were? I'm going to go on a bike ride today. And they're like, great, that's wonderful. Just have to stand waiting. But I like it. I like Toronto. Very clean city. People are friendly. You guys name things for what they are. I performed at a small comedy club called Nothing Fancy, and I showed up. And guess what? It was nothing fancy. It was just a bar in a room with 20 seats, and I'm like, this is beautiful, right on the nose. I like that. You guys have a children's hospital? You don't call it a children's hospital. It's called sick kids. That's what it's called. Don't want to leave any mystery out there. What's going on in that building? Sick kids! Who named that? One of the children? Is that what happened? Jimmy, what should we call this building? Sick kids. A little on the nose, but I like it. Like where your head's at, Jimmy? Appreciate it. A lot of natural beauty in this area. We went to Niagara, got to go see the Falls there, which is gorgeous. It's like if the Grand Canyon sprung a leak or something. So fun. It's like if there was a leak, the flood at the Grand Canyon. You're like, yeah. It was wonderful. I went with my fiance's family, and they've been there a bunch of times, so they weren't as impressed with me. I've never seen it before, so I was just sitting there going, what? You know? And then after that, we went down the street where it just turns into a tourist trap. It's the weirdest thing. It's like one of the natural beauties of the entire planet, and then someone's like, you want to go to Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville? It's like, shouldn't that be further away? It shouldn't be that close. It just let me know that, like, the human attention span is only so long. Like, it can be the most beautiful thing on the planet. People are like, all right, well, now what? That means if we're ever going to have, like, commercial flights to the moon, they're going to have to put a rainforest cafe up there. Because after 5 minutes, people are going to go, well, I could use some appetizers. I don't know. How much moonwalking are we going to do? Gotta live our lives. It's been so nice. We came up here, not just for this show, but I got engaged, so we came up here. Thank you. Yeah. I got engaged, and my fiance's from up here, so we came up to like meet her family. I got to meet everybody, and she comes from a big Persian family, so I was like getting introduced to the hospitality of a big Persian family, which I'm not used to, because I come from a white family. I come from a hi, how do you do, white family. And we have engagement parties, but they go, hey, congratulations. All right, see you at Christmas. And then we had an engagement party. It lasted 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks. So you need more rice. There you go. You are never not hungry. In a Persian's household, they're like, you look hungry. I'm like, I just woke up. You're eating. Eat it. So much hospitality. Her parents are so nice, they just come out of the wall. Like, I don't know, they just show up. You need the Wi-Fi password? What's going on? And I'm like, yeah, actually, that was so kind. She packed so many snacks. We did that 2-hour drive to Niagara. And halfway into the drive, she just pulled out hot tea. I'm like, where did you warm this? I didn't even know. How did you prepare hot tea in a RAV4? She pulled out a thing of hot tea just in a nice glass. Just poured it in a nice glass as we're doing 70 on the interstate. Here you go. Thank you. Oh wow, piping. All right. It's wonderful. So much hospitality with a little bit of the nabat in there. I don't know if you guys know what nabat is. Yeah, but it's homemade. Yeah, the family in the back knows. That's them. They know. For the rest of you that don't know what nabat is homemade sugar. It's sugar you make at home, you put it in the oven, you smash it up, and then it looks like crystal meth. And then you put it in your tea, and then it makes you feel like you're on crystal meth. Like, it jacks you up. You feel like you're ready to take over the world. It's just absolutely wonderful. But yeah, had a wonderful time out here. I love all the different languages. Definitely a lot of French out here. Which I'm not used to. Southern California, I'm used to a lot of Spanish, and I've kind of noticed the difference between the two languages. You know, Spanish is a very welcoming language. It just seems like everyone's welcome when you hear Spanish. That's how I feel when I hear Spanish. Come on in. There's a little Spanish. And French just feels like a gated community, doesn't it? It just feels like a roundabout, get out of here, how did you get in? You don't have the code. There's something about the language. On the flight out here, we had a French flight attendant, and you can't have a French accent in a hospitality job. it doesn't come off genuine. You know, like she was super nice. She dropped off sandwiches and drinks, but just with the accent, I'm like, you don't mean it. I don't think you mean it. It's so good. Someone said, we don't. That was really cool. I did that. I'd never done that before, which was cool. Thank you. You don't need to clap. All right, that's fine. I know it's not that impressive. I went in and went, boo. That's how I vote. And then they gave me a sticker. And I went, I got a sticker. And that was the whole voting process. I even watched all the debates, which I had never, it was my first season. I had never watched the debates before. I hadn't watched the previous seasons. It was my first season. I picked a weird season to jump in on. That was I was like, this is what I've been missing? This is crazy. It was a weird one. But I'm glad that I watched, because like, I'll be honest with you guys, it's good to pay attention, because in 2012 I didn't vote for Mitt Romney. Not because I knew any of his politics, but only because he had jet black hair with gray on the sides. And I grew up in the 90s, and that's every villain in every cartoon I grew up watching. And I'm like, I can't vote for that guy. He's going to poison the drinking water and try to kill the Ninja Turtles. I can't have that on my watch. So I watched all the debates. Those debates were so funny. The moderator, I always felt bad for the moderator because everyone kept going over their time. And he kept going, your time is up, your time is up, your time is up. He said it so many times that to a point I was like, I think he might be talking to the country. Like, he's not talking to the candidates. That's a message for us. Hey, your time is up. Head for the hills. Get those canned goods in the four-wheel drive. We're done here. It was so odd. We voted. My voting situation was weird because I voted at my neighbor's house. I don't know if that happened to anyone else. That was my polling place. It was my neighbor's house, which kind of took the shine off the proceedings a little bit. My wife and I, we just walked out of our house. We walked around the block, and my neighbor set it up in his garage. That did not feel official. Like, that is not how you pick the next king. This feels wrong. I went in there, I put my Starbucks on a stack of, like, empty paint buckets. He gave me a Scantron with a Sharpie. I went to a booth that was snapped together with cardboard. I just remember looking at my wife going, I don't think they're counting these. Call me crazy. We're in a garage right now. So bizarre. I didn't just vote for president. I voted on all the propositions. I read most of them. It's a lot of reading. I went in with good intentions. The first third, I read every line. I was like, informed decision. The next third, I started skimming. There was some skimming that started happening. And that last third, I was just like, yes, yes, no, no. Is there a C? I remember in high school there was a C if I didn't know. I still thought I did a fine job until we were walking home. My wife was like, hey, what'd you put for the death penalty? And I was like, ooh, that was on there? They should have put that higher up. We messed up in San Diego. Question 1 was like, hey, do you want the Chargers to get a new stadium? Number 85, how do you feel about killing people? So, a little bit. You have to be careful with the propositions because sometimes you vote stuff in, but it doesn't take action for a couple years. Like, we voted to ban plastic bags in Southern California, maybe all of it, I don't know. But now it kicked in, and it's weird now at the grocery store. It's weird out there because they don't have plastic bags anymore, and they sell them for 10 cents, and that's what they sell them for now. And I don't know who these people are yelling at the cashiers, but they are so timid. When you walk up, and they go, Did you bring your bag? Did you bring your bag? Did you bring it? Did you bring your bag? And I go, no, I didn't. That's you guys. I bring money. You have food and bags. That's how it's been this way for centuries. And then she goes, ugh, it's going to be 10 cents for a bag. It's going to be 10 cents. And I go, okay. I had no idea I was filthy rich, apparently, because that's not an issue. Like, who are these people just yelling? Oh, really? Well, then just put it back, then. I'm taking my business elsewhere. 10 cents isn't slowing me down. But I guess since people have an issue with it, next time I'm at the grocery store, I'm going to throw $1 down, and I'm going to go, hey, bags for everybody. That's going to be the new Making It Rain. He just came in and threw $1 down and made a tornado motion with his hand. Said, bags for, he was like the Oprah of bags. You get a bag, you get a bag. Everybody gets a bag. We carried him out like Rudy. He was our champion. So much silliness. It's weird. I don't care who you voted for. I'm gonna tell my story anyway. I didn't vote for Trump, and one of my best friends did, and we were talking about it. Not yelling, just talking like people, which is weird nowadays. And he asked me, he goes, what are you so scared of? That's what he asked me. He asked me, what are you so scared of? And I was like, oh, that's a weird thing to just narrow down. But I guess the biggest thing that scares me is that historically, nothing good has ever happened in this country when the rednecks are happy. That's the part that scares me. And I'm not saying that can't change in the next 4 to 8 years. I'm just saying historically, that's never been the case. Historically, anytime a large group of people go, woohoo! That's followed by centuries of the rest of us going, we are so sorry. If people are out of line, I apologize. I like it now. It's been a few months so people are more friendly about it, but it got weird there after a while. I blame the internet for that. I blame the internet. Because you argue with people you've never met before. You know, Facebook has taken things away. You can't have acquaintances anymore. Remember acquaintances? They're people you kind of knew. Hey, his name's Dave. Works at the hardware store. We talk about sports. And that's all you knew about Dave. And you like Dave that way. But now you got to be Dave's friend on Facebook, and you're like, whew. Dave is in the Ku Klux Klan. I had no idea. I thought he just liked the Chargers, but no, there was more. There was a lot more. Yeah, so beautiful. Look at this. We're here, St. Louis. All right. Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to call you that, but I already said it. Thanks so much for coming out to the mall. Look at us. Isn't this fancy? This is why I argue with people. They're like, comedy's an art. And I'm like, it's at the mall a lot. I don't know if that's where art goes, you know? And we're downstairs, so that made it cool, you know? Came in upstairs, and I'm like, no, the artsy stuff happens down there. Yeah, up here it smells like farts, but down there, it's gonna smell better. I'm glad I'm not the only one that smelled that. Good Lord. What was that? There's like a good 30 seconds where I'm like, is that me? Like, what did I do? That wasn't me. Had some ice cream earlier, but that shouldn't be causing all this. This is more broccoli induced if my nose is on par. I like it. This half was definitely here when I walked in. This half, listen you guys, at a certain time it smelled like broccoli farts up there. And everyone had to walk in and talk to people like they weren't smelling it. I had to walk in and go, I'm the comedian. And that's not me. I don't know what that is, but that's not me. It's not what I'm bringing to the table. That's very nice. I'm looking forward to one time I'm going to do a weekend out here in St. Louis, and I'll get to explore your town some. But I don't get to. The couple times I've been, it's been one-nighters, so I just know the drive. I just know that I come up from that way, and then I see the arch, and I'm like, that's it. That's it. And then I drive past that, and I'm like, all right, that was it. All right. And then I got to know more stuff about it. I don't know enough about St. Louis. I know you guys got baseball teams historically very good. Historic, right? They had all the championships written on the stadium. You guys laughed like, no. Listen, I don't know how they're doing now, but they look like they did some stuff throughout history. I don't know if you guys that's the kind of sports fan I am. Like, I just want to see them win once, and I'm good forever. I know that's not a popular sports fan take, but like, when I moved from Hungary, we lived in Pittsburgh for the first few years, so I became a Steelers fan. Sorry if that angers anybody. That's where we live. And I always wanted to see the Steelers win a Super Bowl. And then in 2006, they won one, and I'm like, hell yeah, all right. And then a couple years later, they won again, and I'm like, okay. And I'm cool if they never win a single game ever again for the rest of my life. I already had the joy. Like, do you ever think sports fans are being greedy? We're like, every year we have to be number one. And you're like, are you even enjoying the ones you won then? Is that even what you're enjoying? I can tell you guys don't agree. I can feel it. I understand that I have a really weird, dumb take on sports, but I'm like, you did it. Yeah, but what have you done for me lately? That's not how I treat things I love. All right? Like, things I love, they're allowed to make something good, and then they're allowed to make, oh, that's a good effort. I see what you were doing there. Like, I'm a fan, dude. When I like a band or something, I'm into, like, if they have a great album, yeah. And if their next one gets weird and experimental, I'm like, okay, yeah. That's what you were feeling in the moment. I'm with you. Like, I love Metallica, okay? I'm a big Metallica fan. And yes, they sound very different from the 80s than they do now, but that's fine. If you want that stuff, go put it on. That's what I don't like. Like, no, I want them to sound like it's 83. They were 18. Now they're 60-year-old millionaires. What do you want them to... How much can they sing about death? Like, their life is amazing. I can still feel it. Some of you agree with me, like, no, just give me the things I like. Win championships and make master of puppets. I don't know. We were talking about music in the back. That's why it's on my head. I like music. I can't do it, but I like it. Oh, but anyway, it's been a fun trip. I came in today. I've only been in town for a few hours, and I was in Evansville the night before doing a show, corporate event. I was doing comedy for a company, and it was bad. It didn't go good. There's just a lot of employees, and there were nice audiences, but it was like a work function. You know, I remember having a job where they'd be like, hey, come, it's not mandatory, and you know what I mean? Like, it's not mandatory, but we are going to take attendance. And I don't even know that they did that. And everyone was super friendly. But it was like, 300 people, but they picked a 1,500-seat theater to put it in. And so it just felt like I was auditioning for something. It just felt like I was auditioning for like a high school play, and we were all going to take turns to read a little of Othello and see who gets to play Othello. I just let you know that I don't know who's in Othello. And your response let me know you don't either. So that was good. I could have just played it off, and you could have been like, oh, I think he might be smart. I don't know. No, I read the headlines, not the articles. That's what I do. But yeah, I was in Evansville, and then I spent 2 days in Louisville leading up to that, which was great. That town, it's just a giant advertisement for bourbon. That's all it is. It's like the hotel was here and the club was there, and in my short walk was just like, come on in, have some bourbon. We have 108 bourbons. And you're like, that's too many bourbons. Like, why? I'm not used to that. I'm used to bars that are like, hey, would you like a cold beer? Come on in. Have a cold beer. Why don't you watch the game? Hang out with a friend. And over there, they're like, "Hey, do you want to cry in front of strangers? Is that what you'd like to do?" I don't know what you do with a couple bourbons, but that's what I do. I get pretty emotional. And I'm not even sad. I'm just thankful. Like, that's what hard liquor does to me now. I don't know if that's an age thing. I don't know what it is, but I get a couple of whiskeys in me, and I'm like, oh, I do have great friends. And then my eyes start to well up, and I'm thankful for all of them. Oh, and my wife, she puts up with me. Oh, my mother, my sweet mother. And then once I start welling up about the cats, I'm like, let's reel it in. All right. Like, it's not wrong to love your cats that much, but we are in public. People are watching. Someone comes up, what are you going through? Miso. They're like, who? Oh, it's my cat. That's a nice hat. Is that your hat? That's a stylish hat. I like that. Sorry, that caught my attention. Everyone's got a look to them. I love it. You guys are dressed well. Like, yeah, very nice. I love the hat. I love the cardigan all the way through. Very cool. You look like you manage something. I like the whole... You look like you're in charge of something, right? Well, do you own a company? What do you do? You're retired. Yeah, you look like you're running that. You know? What's on the schedule today? Nothing. That's what we're doing. No one's changing that schedule, buddy. What'd you do before you retired? You worked at a bank. Did you run it? No? All right. I'm misreading it. You look like you were over there like, yeah, this is my bank. I like it. I don't know. I've always had a good time at the bank. For the most part, right? I've always had a good time at the bank. Banks are different by neighborhood. I've noticed that. Like in my neighborhood, there was a guy screaming because he thought he lost something. And he's like, no! God, no! And he was just banging on the glass. And I'm like, oh, all right. I was just there to get a new debit card. I lost my debit card. And I'm like, I think that guy's not paying rent this month. And then he found it, and then he's like, I'm sorry for losing it. And you're like, well, we're all upset, you know? We're all upset. The fake living room with the TV without a remote. Why would you do that? That's every bank. I sit down at the bank, and there's a bunch of nice couches and a TV, and you're like, where's the remote, dude? No one wants to watch this ad for Bank of America. So, yeah. Anyway, it was nice in Louisville. It's been a nice trip all along. It's been very nice. Out there, I was with my buddy Josh. He's a little older than me, but he's my most immature friend. I hope everyone's lucky enough to have someone older than you that is more immature than you will ever be in your entire life. He's 43 going on 22. That's who he is. Just he travels with a duffel bag. Like, we flew out together, and he came with a duffel bag. And they've been putting wheels on luggage for like 30 years. All right, this is not a new invention. They've been slapping wheels on there for a long time, and he's just at the airport with a duffel bag. And we'd walk, and then we'd stop, and he'd just drop it. And I'm like, what are you doing with a duffel bag? He's like, what do you mean? It's my luggage. And I'm like, get wheels, dude. And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, get it, because he travels a lot for comedy, and you look like a professional traveler if you have wheels and duffel bag. That just looks like you're being sent to live with your dad, you know? And you're like, oh, I gotta get over there. And that doesn't look like a round trip flight with a duffel bag. You're like, oh, he's not allowed to come back till he's better. Like, that's definitely a one-way trip. Like, one time I got bullied into buying all this protein powder at like a GNC. You ever go into like a GNC where they got all that stuff? This is when I was young. I was 18, and my buddy Dane came back from the gym, and he's got like 2 big grocery bags full of like protein powder and amino acids, a bunch of like fitness crap. And I was like, what the hell's all that? I thought you went to the gym. He's like, yeah. And then afterwards I went in to the GNC, and there's this jacked guy working there, and he like worked out this whole plan for me, and then I left with $156 worth of protein powder and supplements, and I'm like, cool, man. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, I didn't want to buy any of this stuff. He was just like really intimidating, you know? And I was like, whoa, that sucks, dude. And then the more he thought about it, he's like, yeah, man, that guy really like bullied me. I didn't want to buy all this. He's like, I'm gonna go return it. And I'm like, cool. And I'm like, he's like, you want to come with me? And I was like, why? And he's like, he's intimidating. Can you just back me up? And I don't know if you can tell how big I am from where you're sitting, but my buddy Dane is 6'4". He's a big guy, and I'm like, I'm the backup, dude. And so I went with him just for moral support. He's my best buddy. I'm gonna go, and we went in there, and that guy was huge. He was like, not like ripped huge, but like the kind of huge where they throw stuff. You know, like sometimes you turn on the TV and you're like, that's the strongest man in the world. And he's like, he's kind of flabby, but all right. Like, he might be. And he just had like no neck, and he's just over there. And Dane's like, hey man, I came to return this. And he's like, what? You're returning this? And he's like, I spent 30 minutes here writing out this plan for you, and then you're gonna come back and return it? And he's like, yeah, I'm not, I don't want it, and yeah, I feel like he bullied me into it, and I don't want it. And he's like, that's ridiculous. He just kept harping on him that he spent so much time putting this plan together. And then he goes, you know another thing I don't like? He's like, I also don't like your buddy eyeballing me in the back right there. And I'm like, who's eyeballing? I'm not eyeballing. And then he goes, what are your fitness goals? And I'm like, what? And then he started talking to me. I ended up buying my buddy's protein. So he gave a return on his card, and then he's running my card. And I'm looking at Dan, he's like, thanks, man. And I'm like, and then I went back with it, and I ended up choking down those amino acid pills. Maybe they work, but they didn't do anything for me, I'll tell you that. Anyway, that was a weird story, but it came up. I'm glad you went along with it. I appreciate that. I got a few more stories left to tell you, but the first thing, I didn't even say thank you yet. Thank you so much for helping me pack out this room on a Sunday. It means a lot. Thank you. It's a great feeling to sell the place out, especially when there's a football game going on. And I was like, oh no. And then I was like, good, they all bought it before they knew. You know. Yeah, is it close? It just started.
No, I meant like the purchase decision.
Oh, the purchase decision. All right. I like it. Some people didn't come. Like, because the show's sold out, but there are some empty seats, which is, that's also what I like. That's why I like my audience. Like all of my audience, I feel, is, like, close to me. Like, you're like me in the sense that you're either around my age or just a little bit above. Like, there's not too many, like, people in their early 20s coming to see me. And I really like that. Like, I have some comedian friends that all their fans are like, 22! And I'm like, that would be horrible. Because those people, like, expect the night of their lives. They're like, we're going to have the night of our lives! And people my age and up are like, we're going. All right? Like, and that's what I want. I want some people that are like, this will be fine, you know? I want some, like, I know at least a good portion of this audience, an hour before the show, you guys, one of you at home is like, we could stay in. Like, we don't have to go, you know? That's why I always want to keep my ticket prices at this level. Because that's enough money to where you're like, well, we could just stay in. We don't have to go. Like, that's something new that's happening. Like, I'm doing a couple bigger venues in Seattle, like Pacific Northwest, and some of those are being sold by Ticketmaster, and so I can go on the website and look at the seat map and see how many tickets have sold. And some people are, like, scalping the tickets, like they're doing the resale thing, and like the tickets are like 35 or 55, like, but they're selling them for like 200 or something. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I just hope no one buys them. That's what I hope. And then we can move people up and sit in there. Because, like, that's not fun for me. Because, like, I look at an audience of people that paid like 30 or 50 bucks, and they're like, we're going to have a good time. But, like, someone that's like 200 bucks in, they're like, this better be good. Like, that's... And I'm going to be able to tell, you know? I'm going to be able to tell on their faces, this guy, this better be good. And I'm like, I don't want that kind of pressure on me. I like skippable activities. That's what I like. That's how I live my life. My wife and I skip a lot of stuff. We went to Amsterdam for her birthday, and we were there like 4 days, and we had a canal tour scheduled for the third day, and we really should have done it the first day, because we had walked around. We'd seen the canals. And so the third day comes around, and Emma's like, what time's that canal tour? And I'm like, at 5. And she's like, how long is it, like an hour? And I'm like, 90 minutes. And she's like, how much were those tickets? And I told her, and she's like, let's skip it. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, I love skipping stuff. Like, that's my favorite thing. Yeah, all right, it's happening. What's up, everybody? All right, it's over. All right. That was the right amount of energy for this venue. You know, you don't want it to be too loud. You're gonna alert the authorities. I love this. This is my first time at Soul Joel's, and this feels temporary. I don't know. I have another show tomorrow night, but if I showed up and this room was empty, I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, how quickly could you leave? You're just a utility knife, and we're out of here. I love this. It'd be so funny if we found out like they've just been squatting in this space. You showed up and there's just like a handwritten sign, comedy that way. Do they know what's going on? Just like elderly people over there listening to big band music, and they're like, what's happening to the left? Don't worry about that, Grandpa. It's good, man. It's my first time in Pottstown, and yeah, I didn't know what to expect. No, it's not Pottsville. But that's true. Yeah, you were the one that let me know. Thank you so much for that. So after I got this booking, I made the event on Facebook, and I just put in Pottsville, because in my head I was like, "What? Yeah, Pottsville." And it's not. It's Pottstown, and she let me know Pottsville is also a real place. And it's not near here, obviously, because a war would have broken out. You guys had to move that near Pittsburgh or something. Can't have Pottstown next to Pottsville. That'll be a war, you know. Thankfully, you let me know, and I'm like, thank God, there we go. You know? I could totally see this setup also in Pottsville, though. I don't. Taking a guess, you know. I'm just throwing darts, and I feel like it, you know. But yeah, I landed in Philly this morning and drove up. And it was crazy. Like, as soon as Pottstown came into view, it was just those big. It looked like I was coming into Springfield or something. Just those two, like, is that a nuclear power plant out there? Man, it really let me know the type of people I was about to encounter. Because I've met a couple Homer Simpsons since I've been here. Just a couple people where I'm like, you don't know what today is, do you? Just saying, I'm not knocking on Pottstown. It's very nice, but I've met 3 people, all right? So this is not an indictment on your town. I'm probably wrong, okay? I haven't slept. I was on a red-eye flight, so it might be me. I hope it's me, all right? But I went to Walmart, and I went to, yeah. It started at Walmart, and I went to self-checkout, and the lady running the self-checkout said, "Good morning, too long." I don't even know if that makes sense to you, but I just walked in, and it was too loud and too long, and she didn't break eye contact. It was just, "Good morning!" And I haven't slept all night. I got off a flight and then drove an hour to Springfield, and now I'm at this Walmart, and I'm like, "Hi, yeah, good morning." And then she just, as I walked over to self-checkout, and I'm like, duly noted, you know? And then I went over to the hotel to check in. There's a little girl working the counter. "Hello!" And you're like, again? Damn it, you know? It's just hard. It makes me wonder if it's me. I think it's probably me, you know? But it might be them. It makes me wonder. There's just a feeling there's a creepy feeling in this town. I can't put my finger on it. And I'm sure it's just me, but there's just a Quaker Oats man feeling about this town. Like, every person I've met just has a look on their face like, oh no, an outsider. Smile till he leaves. And I'm probably wrong. I think it's just all the there's been too many wars on this land, and you can feel it. You can feel it in your heart. The revolutionary, probably the civil, you know, January 6th, I feel like something happened here. Feels like there's been a lot of wars on these fields out here, and I can just feel the tension in my heart a little bit. I don't know what's going on, but I think I'm safe. I think I'm safe. We're inside, man. This beautiful Sunnybrook community. It's very cool. I like it. I'm very happy to be here. I actually just moved to New York City. Yeah, brand new to New York City. I didn't expect you to clap at that. Nobody has. Nobody has. Nobody has. I've told so many people, and they've just stared at me like I said Pottsville when I met Pottstown. And yeah, I'm excited to be there. Yeah, I'm totally. Thank you so much. I was super pumped. I told everybody because I grew up in San Diego, and I'm like, we're moving to New York City, and everyone was just like, why? Why would you do that? And I'm like, I've always wanted to live in the big city. And I know I grew up in the trailer park in the suburbs of San Diego. I'm used to smaller town feel, and I want to be in the big city on the thing. I want to fit in with the locals in the big city. And so that's what I've been trying to do. We've lived there for all of a week, and I had to fly back to do a show. That's why I had a red-eye flight last night, just so you know that what's going on in my life. But yeah, I'm trying to adjust to the city because I don't fit the vibe there. Like, for instance, I smile too much. Too much, and that's you shouldn't be too joyful in New York City. Like, I live in Park Slope, Brooklyn, and all my neighbors just kind of have a look on them, like an author that can't finish their novel. Does that make any sense? Like, it's like a perplexed anger on their face, where they're just walking around, how do I kill the protagonist? Like, I can see that's what's going on in their heads. And and I smile too much, so I gotta work on the smile. You can't smile. You just can't be like that all the time. And I make eye contact. Can't make eye contact. It's good for comedy. It's good to be on stage to make eye contact with your audience, let them know you're engaged and present. But it's not good on the subway. Just sitting there, that'll get you killed. So I'm trying to temper that. I'm trying to keep that in my heart, even though it's in there. I'm like, we're really doing it. I get so excited on the subway because I've always had a car, and now I don't have a car, and I'm just on the big train, and I'm like, I feel like Babe, Pig in the City, Just a lot of excitement going through my heart. That's a creaky stage right there. Did you hear that? I just went, wow, okay, we'll stay on this side. This stage is actually more solid than what it looked like from down there. Like, when I was in the back of the room, I'm like, that looks like a temporary stage. But then I came up here, I'm like, no, these are barn doors or something. I like that, But yeah, I've been in New York for a week, and it's been fun. We went and saw the movies. We went to the cinema, which is cool, like some hipster cinema where they serve you cocktails. And then you're like, oh, this is fun. And then you find out they're $20. And you're like, oh, no, this costs more than the movie. And so that part's kind of a bummer. But we went and watched the movie Air. Have you guys watched that one yet? The Nike movie. It's about Nike signing Michael Jordan in 1984. You watched it? Oh, you haven't watched it. You just know the story. I appreciate that. All right. I was trying to connect with someone like it. Did you watch it? You enjoyed it?
I've not watched it yet.
Nobody's watched this movie. Right? These jokes should land. These jokes should land pretty good right now. I went and watched it, and it's a period piece. Like, as soon as the movie starts, it says 1984. So we're in 1984. But I don't know if you guys have noticed, every time there's a movie from like the 80s or 90s or even the 70s, they just feel like the constant need to let you know what year it is. Like, after every scene, they would just do a close-up of something from the 80s. Like, hey, remember Pop-Tarts? Oh, breakfast cereal. Oh, stupid pants. Remember that? And it was just like, after like 15 minutes, I turned to Emma, and I'm like, I get it. It's 1984. Like, let it go, Like, they don't do that with other movies, like in the 1800s, just some guy churning butter. Like, yeah, remember churning butter? Huh? Some guy sharpening a razor blade on a belt. Yeah, God, the good old days, sharpening a razor blade on a belt. But yeah, the whole movie was it was hard to root for Nike, because Nike wasn't struggling. They were doing great. They were a multi-million-dollar business, maybe billion, who knows. It was just their basketball department was struggling. And one guy's like, I'm gonna lose my job, I gotta sign Michael Jordan. And it's weird, like, rooting for him, because it's going to work out. Like, I already know how this goes. I'm like, you're wasting a lot of time stressing, man. You're going to get him. You need to relax. You need to find a good work-life balance, man. You're going to get him. It's going to be good. Essentially, what the movie is a company trying to land an influencer. That's what it is. They were trying to land Michael Jordan, who would become the biggest influencer. But that let me know, the movie was good, by the way, but that let me know that in 20 years, this remake of this movie is gonna be lame, you know? It's gonna be lame. It's just gonna be a corporation trying to land someone from social media, you know? Just some chubby executive running down the hallway going, we gotta get her, she's got the biggest ass on Instagram. You know? The Maybelline story, you know? We're gonna have to go, I hope they get her. I like that. You know, for not watching the movie, that's about as much as I can expect from you guys. You know, we took a swing at it. What can we do? I don't know. That's nice. It's been good in New York. We had a yard sale in San Diego before we moved. And not my idea. I don't think a yard sale has ever been a man's idea in the history of yard sales. I don't think a man ever was like, hey, we got a Saturday. You want to spend it in the front yard? With all of our things, meeting people we would never talk to in our regular lives at all. Would you like to do that? Would you like to haggle with a stranger over a Bluetooth speaker? Would you like to have that conversation of, no, that's not the original power charger. No, that's just one that happened to fit. Yeah. Pretty sure that was a woman's idea every time. It was my lady's idea. Emma's like, hey, this weekend, let's have a yard sale. And I was like, yeah, we could also just burn it. Just also burn everything and start completely over. But it's like, no, we might make $400. We have to do this. And we put all our stuff out there. And we're out there at 5 a.m. We started too early, you know, because we're like, what if we're not ready by 8? What if they leave us a bad Yelp review on our yard sale? And then they show up at 8, and it's man, there's two types of people that come to yard sales. There's regular people and psychopaths, all right? And the psychopaths are professional yard sale people who you don't expect to show up. You know, you just think you're gonna meet your neighbor from across the street who needs a lamp, and you're like, I happen to have one right there. And then you high five and they leave, and you're like, okay, we sold that lamp. But it's not. These are like serious yard sale people. Like they showed up at 7:50. And they're like, yeah, are you open? And I'm like, it's a front yard, dude. Like, just come in. I don't, you know, just start looking around. And that's the other part of the yard sale they don't talk about. Like, we put all our stuff out there, and it's not our best stuff, okay? Our best stuff we're keeping, okay? This is stuff we're willing to part with. And I was looking at it going, I don't want the neighbors to see this. They're gonna come in and go, this is the kind of crap they've been keeping in their house? I felt so self-conscious. The first couple people that came in, I'm like, we got better stuff inside. But we're keeping that. You rummage around this garbage. We had someone steal at our yard sale. Emma and I saw a lady steal something at her yard. It was such a weird feeling. It was so weird because part of me was angry because you're stealing from me in my own yard. Like, part of me wants to run up to you and kick your ass, you know? But there's another part of me that wants to run up to you and go, hey, thank you. You could grab a couple more things on your way out. You can steal that, but you also got to take that giant thing and a couple of those, you know? I wasn't ready for the haggling. People haggled. I've never haggled a day in my life. I didn't know prices were negotiable. You know, this isn't a flea market. You know, it was my front yard. My front yard, we put out our good blankets to lay this crap on. And they come in, will you? Like, I've never haggled. And you know why I've never haggled? Because I grew up poor. And I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but like I do. Like, because I grew up poor, I always assume that people think I don't have it. So I'll pay you double. You know, like I have that. I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but I have a little of that in me. What do you think, I'm trash? I'll pay you 3 times the amount. I'll buy your whole yard. You tell me right now. So I got that in me, so I would never haggle with somebody. But I remember it was at 1, we called it. We're like, all right, that's it. And whatever was left, we left in the yard. And we went and had lunch at a cafe down the street. And while we were eating there, someone came to a Ring doorbell. And, you know, you can talk through the Ring doorbell. There's a camera. And Emma answered it, and it was some lady. And she's like, is the rug still for sale? And she's pointing at the rug. And Emma's like, yeah. And she's like, is it still $10? I brought cash. And Emma's like, yeah. And she goes, will you take 8? And I'm like, are we negotiating through a Ring doorbell right now? What are you doing with that $2? That's what I want to know. Like, Like, how do you just give me 8 and slip it under my doormat? You just go home going, "Hey, she asked." Like, you already know that's a conversation she's having with her husband when she gets home. They asked for 10, but I said, I'll do 8. That's my bottom dollar. And then they said, well, okay, so I really stole this for us. You could have had it for free if you didn't just hit the doorbell. You know what I mean? Like, you could have just had it. What are you getting at? I'm worried about where that $2 is going. Going to like the Republic of China or something. Like they're funding something nefarious with those $2. That's what it was, man. But it was fun. I'm glad we finally got the move going. We live in I have a super at my building. I've never had a super before, and that's a superintendent. That's what that is. And he's a man I cannot understand. I don't even know what his native language is, but he is so unintelligible that even if I spoke his native language, I don't think it would help. It's that bad. Like, he speaks English, but it's so, I don't understand it, but what he makes up for not being able to be understood, he makes up for in volume and not letting you talk. So I remember the first time I had to call him before because we're flying in, and I'm like, we need to coordinate the key drop-off because I'm coming in with 8 pieces of luggage, 2 cats, and a wife. You know, I'm bringing in a lot of stuff. And I'm like, hi, Ken. His name's Kenny. And I don't think that's his name. Like, I think if I asked his mother and we'd be like, is Kenny around? She wouldn't know who I was talking about. And I was like, and I can't, here's the thing too, like, he is so ununderstandable that my impression of him is as close as I can get. Okay? Like, it's not gonna make sense to you, but it's as close as I can get. I got on the phone, I'm like, hey Kenny, this is Zoltan. And he just goes, ah! That's as close as I can get to what I heard coming out of the phone. And I was like, Kenny? Ah! Never mind. And I hung up the phone, and Emma and I looked at each other. I'm like, did you hear that? And she's like, I didn't want to, and I did. That wasn't even on speakerphone. That was off regular. Ah! And I was like, well, maybe he's easier to understand in person, you know, because I can read his lips, you know, I can go off the lips, and then what he's saying, and it was in person. Ah! And I'm like, okay, I'm responsible for what goes on up there, is what I'm gathering. If there's a clogged drain, that's on the Z-Man, because I don't know if I can pantomime this problem to old Kenny here. It's wild, dude. But it's good. I'm happy. We got married April 5th at the courthouse. That's why I'm rocking the ring. Yeah. We had a courthouse. We're having a real wedding in Italy. We're flying to Italy in May. Yeah, we're eloping to Italy. And elopement, if you don't know, that's when you realize your wedding will be way more fun if nobody comes to it. That's when you crunch the numbers and you're like, hey, if nobody comes, we can go to Italy, you know? And that's when we weighed the love of our family against a trip to Italy, and we decided au revoir, you know? That's not even Italian, but it doesn't matter because they're not coming anyway, you know? So, but before we went to Italy, we had to, we got married for realsies, like with the documentations at a courthouse in San Diego, because I didn't want an Italian marriage license that I can't read. So I wanted one in English, so we had it over there. My mom came, and she just sobbed at the courthouse, which moms just cry. That's what they do. And it was so weird because Emma and I were reading we're saying our I do's, and she's crying, and we were like, I was like, I'm like, I got nothing. Do you have? And I'm like, I got a little because my mother's crying, but I'm like, are you good? And she's like, I feel nothing right now. And I'm like, I know, right? It's hard to feel the emotion at the courthouse because the marriage license area is next to the death certificate desk. And it's just, because you're just thinking of the mortality now. You're like, man, if one of us goes 2 feet that way is where we get that framed document. Which, what is that for? What are you doing with the death certificate? You frame that? What do you do?
Take it to the bank.
You take it to the bank? So you can get the person's money? That's so more. Wow. Wow, we really figured out what life was about all along, didn't we? Just going to the courthouse going, can I have a stamped document? I gotta take my dead relative's money.
You need multiple copies.
You need multiple copies? Why do you all know this? Like, what? I'm guessing like you don't do that day one. Yeah, you don't do that day one. Like, you know, you don't go right after the funeral going, I gotta go get the day, you know? There's probably a couple days, right? You gotta be like, yeah. You know? That's probably something I've thankfully, knock on wood, I haven't lost a close relative yet to where I have to go get the death certificate. But I think that would cross my mind, where I can't go get the document the next day. You know, you can't, like, when was the death? 6 hours ago. I need this money, all right? Like, you gotta give it a couple, bereavement weeks. And then you're like, is this still good? You know? I don't know if I'm sure. I'm just like, it's like I always feel like I'm gonna be judged by somebody, so I'm like, I gotta give this a breath. You know, but yeah. Afterwards, we went out to a little post-wedding lunch with my mother, and my mother is a sweet lady. She's a sweet little Hungarian lady. She's really open-minded and all that stuff, but she's still 60, so she's open-minded with a cap. You know what I mean? Like, she's open. Everyone should live their lives, but that's her. Which I've never I've tried to figure out what's that part, and she's like, what do you mean? Like, I remember I had two friends. They were lesbians, and I remember before we met them, I was like, oh yeah, that's Casey, and that's her wife, Kelly. They're lesbians. And then my mother was like, oh, that's okay. This is America. You're allowed to love whoever you want, but And I was like, what's that? What's that last part? And she's like, what do you mean? This is America. Everybody gets to be who they want, but And I'm like, I think that's as open-minded as you can be for being born in 1963. And I respect her for at least doing that, I'm not judging her. I'm just like, all right, that's where it is. I'll have my version of that if I'm ever lucky enough to be 60, I'll have whatever that is. But I remember we went out to eat, and our waiter had dreadlocks. And I could see my mom eyeballing these dreadlocks. And I'm like, don't, come on, just don't. And she goes, oh, I love your hair. Can I touch your hair? And I'm like, part of me was like, Mom, you can't. But then the other part of me was like, he's white. There was a part, and then I'm like, no, this is okay. I actually think if you're a white dude with dreadlocks, no one should even have to ask. Like, that's the punishment for appropriating someone else's culture. Is that strange 60-year-old women are going to come up and just do this. I think that's how we kind of level that playing field a little bit, She's a sweetheart. I love my mom. She taught me everything I know about finances, which is why I don't own anything. I was raised by a tiny Hungarian lady. And here's the thing. I've met a lot of Hungarians performing around the country. I have Hungarian people come to my shows just because my name is Zoltan Kaszas on the marquee, and they're like, that guy's Hungarian, we gotta go, And is that a person right there? That's the reason you came?
My ex-husband was Hungarian, so my kids are half Hungarian.
All right, nice, all right. So this didn't come as like a vendetta or anything. I gotta see one of his countrymen, I'm kidding. But yeah, so I get to meet a lot of Hungarians traveling around the country, and most of the Hungarians that I get to meet, their lineage started here in 56, because in 1956 there was a revolution in Hungary against communism, and it didn't work, they lost, and it lasted like a week, so everybody that didn't want that, they escaped and came to the United States. So most of the Hungarians I meet here came in 56. We came in 91, after communism fell, because my mom was kind of a communist. And I mean like a real one, not the modern definition of a communist where you wore a mask during the pandemic. I don't mean that. That's like the modern definition of a communist. I mean like a real one where she's like, I don't think people should own property. She's one of those, and see, it just got quieter. I don't agree with her, just for the record. But that's who she is, and that's who I learned my finances from. Because I've started making a little bit of money in comedy, and I'm like, Mom, I've heard I'm supposed to invest this money and do stuff. She goes, what, are you an idiot? You don't invest, why? So the bank can take it? And I was like, what do you mean? And she goes, no, that's not what you do with your money. And I was like, what do I do with my money? She goes, you put it in the bank. And I go, then what do I do? Then you look at it. And then what do I do? Then you go to sleep. So that's what I do. Before I go to bed, I look at my bank account and I go, and that, by the way, if you talk to like any financial advisor, the worst, don't listen to my mother. She has a lot of power over me, so I'm like, that's what we gotta do, That's what we gotta do. It's hard. It's hard. We're doing our best out there. We're all living. Excited to be married. I've realized that when we were in New York, what marriage, my favorite part of marriage is showing interest in each other's interests. You know what I mean? Like, we were walking around Prospect Park, and the cherry blossom trees were blooming. And if I was single, I would have never known that. I would have just walked by that tree like an idiot and not taken time to admire it. But thankfully, I'm married, and my wife is like, the cherry blossom trees are blooming. Take a picture of that. And I'm like, whoa, I almost missed that. Hell yeah. And then she told me, did you know cherry blossom trees only bloom for 2 weeks a year and then they die for the rest of the year? Don't miss that. And I'm like, man, there's so many dumb single guys just walking by it. They're missing the cherry blossom trees. What a bunch of losers, And that let me, because I know a little bit about her interests. And then because we're together, she knows that pro wrestler Kurt Angle has been addicted to pain pills because he broke his neck at a 2003 pay-per-view called No Way Out. And that's what marriage is. She knows a little bit about my interests, and I know a little bit about hers. I'm glad you guys connected with that. I was standing in this audience, and I'm like, I feel like they'd like that joke. Kurt Angle's a Pennsylvanian, To that, I used to I was like, look at all these towels. What am I supposed to do with all of them? I was in Seattle recently, and I didn't have a hotel booked. I waited till the last minute. I got a Hotwire thing, like, you can get a good deal last minute. I got a room for $40, and I found that is too cheap. Everything should be more than $40. Every room anywhere. Your own mother should charge you more than $40 to crash on the couch for a night. It was such a bad situation. I went in, and this is how I was welcomed to the hotel. The lady behind the counter was yelling at somebody to get out. She was like, no, you paid with cash. I don't have a card on file. Either you bring us more cash or get out. And I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. So I'm just standing there with my credit card and driver's license waiting for my turn. And as I'm waiting, a lady walks in. She brought 2 kids. And she's like, can I get a job application? I'd like to clean the rooms. And I'm like, what? So now I got a tear coming down. And to add a trifecta to this situation, there was an elderly man in a wheelchair. He was missing a leg, and he's just aimlessly doing donuts in the lobby. Just not really going anywhere, just kind of doing donuts. And I'm standing there looking at all this, and I'm like, no way. There's no way. She's over there yelling, get out! She's over here, can I get an application? This poor old man, sans leg, just doing donuts. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way this hotel has Wi-Fi. There's no way. Tickets away. That guy's a hero. We need to put him on a stamp. Everyone's summer vacation's a little bit cheaper. Thanks to him. Oh my God. I flew with last time before this, I flew to Boise. I flew with a buddy of mine. I don't know if you've ever flown with someone like this. We were flying from San Diego to Boise. And before the plane took off, he crossed himself up. He gave him the Father, the Son, the Ghost of Christmas Past. He hit all the corners. But we had a connection in Oakland. We had to get on another plane in Oakland. And as we're taking off, he hits it again. And I looked at him, I go, that doesn't transfer from the first one? You gotta hit it every time? Like, if I was doing it, I would do one big one in the morning. I'd be like, hey, for everything. Whatever may come up. And he goes, no, you got to do it every time. I'm like, all right, cool, then do it. I'm like, when you're doing it, are you praying for everybody? And he goes, of course. I'm like, you better be. Because that'd be weird, wouldn't it? This plane goes down, everyone's dead and on fire in a cornfield, except for you just sitting there just... Oh, I should have prayed for everybody. I made a giant mistake. There's going to be a lot of questions when the authorities arrive. I'm still scared of turbulence when I fly. I fly all the time, but I've never gotten used to that. I'm still the guy just going, like I'm that guy. Terrified. I hate it when I sit next to someone that won't acknowledge the turbulence. I was on this one flight, I had the window seat. The guy in the middle, he was reading a book, but it was too turbulent to be reading. But he wouldn't let it go. He's just sitting there like this, just... And I'm over here terrified. And there was one of those big drops, you know, every once in a while there's a big drop, and his book went down, and he just popped it back up and went right back to reading. And I was like, will you please acknowledge that our butts just dropped 1,000 feet? Just give me a wink and a nod, like, yes, this is terrifying. Just something. I do this, you can try this too. I've done this to cope with being afraid of the turbulence. I do this reverse psychology thing. So now when I'm in a plane and it gets choppy, in my head I go, yeah, take it down. Let's do it. Let's put it in the ground. Let's see what you got. And then when it doesn't crash, I go, that's what I thought. That way I felt like I was in charge. So thank you guys so much for coming out. It's awesome, beautiful theater. I didn't know people knew me in Paris, but people know me in Paris. So this is awesome. Thank you. Very cool. So much. Oh my God. It's a beautiful city. I've been here once before in 2017. That was for vacation. This is my second time here. I think it's a great city. It's a beautiful city. It's a city people warn you about before you go. You know, it's the only city I've been to where people are like, hey, they're gonna be rude. All right. No other city have I gone to, and they've given you a warning. And there's other cities I've been to where I'm like, could have used a warning. All right. And so I remember when I came in 2017, I was like so ready for someone to be rude. I was just walking around like this, like I was gonna have a comeback ready, like, oh, your mother, you know, like. And then it just never happened. Like no one was ever rude, and I think I realized it's because I smile a lot. And I think people aren't rude to you if you just come in and you look dumb and you smile. People just feel the need to help you. And I think I should have like a YouTube tutorial video to help travelers. Like, hey, is it your first time traveling? Work on this. People aren't rude to that. Like in any country you go to, if you couldn't see, it doesn't matter if you can't say hello in their language. You just come in and go, ah. People are jumping over the counter to help you. All right. I remember the first time I came, we were here for a couple days, and then we had to take the train to London. We took the train to London, and I didn't know how to get there. And you just smile. You just smile and act dumb. That's all you got to do. I'm here to take the choo-choo. They will come help you. They're like, where are you headed, sir? I'm headed to London town. And they're like, right this way, monsieur, or whatever. And that's what, I don't know. I think everyone's nice. You just have to smile first. That's all. If you come in like, hey, people are like, what's wrong? And you're like, I don't know. Just waiting for you to be mean. I think. You guys are all good looking people. Everyone has like an attitude, like a beautiful attitude. You guys have like strong faces and a little bit of But then you talk to someone and their smiles and friendly, but before you get to the smile and friendly, there's a little bit of just a little bit of, I've seen this before. Oh, this again? You know? So before we came, my wife and I were talking about ménage à trois, because it's a famous French thing. And the first time I heard ménage à trois, I just pictured it being two people making love, and then a third person off to the side going, they're doing it wrong. That's how I pictured it. Just a little wine and a cigarette, that's not how it's done. But I love it. There's so much art and good stuff. A lot of. I've never seen a town with so many stores for glasses. I don't know if you guys have picked up on it. There's more. It's easier to find glasses than it is coffee. Like, there's a lot of places to get coffee, but this is like a blind person's haven. Everyone has awful eyesight in every place is like, just, hey, you need some frames? And you're like, really? I'm looking for a pharmacy. Like, they're around, but if you're looking for some trendy frames, What is up, Berlin? We're here. Friday night. Or Saturday. Did I say Friday? I don't know what day it is. Is it Friday or Saturday? I've been on the road for 14 days. I don't know what day it is. I barely know what time it is where I'm from. But thank you so much for coming here to this beautiful palace of comedy. Oh my goodness, it's a little much. When I walked in here, I'm like, this isn't what it should have been. Did you build this to be a comedy club? And they're like, no, this is where they used to do Magic Mike. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. They need all this. They would dance down the steps, do a little, A lot of balls and wieners. Magic Mike, everybody, coming on down. Not this. It's going to stay right here. Everything's staying on unless it gets too hot. I'll take off my new shirt. I just bought this. I was in Paris, and have you ever been to Paris and then you're like, I have no style? I liked my clothes, and then I went to Paris and walked around, and I'm like, I'm dressed like garbage. And so I went into a store and I bought this shirt with a lot of pockets. It's got I don't know if I pull it off, but it definitely helped me walk around Paris. Yeah? Look at all these pockets. I'm very negative about myself, so I was like, I felt good yesterday in this because I was in Paris, but I was in the hotel looking at the mirror, and I'm like, I don't know, This jacket looks like my wife just left me for a woman. That's what this jacket makes me feel. Like, it's not a bad breakup either. Like, now I'm friends with both of them, And I come over, I'm like, hi, Jackie, how's Emma? And Jackie's like, she's fine, don't sit there. That's where I sit. And I'm like, I get it. My jacket has too many pockets. I just feel like a kangaroo. Thank you for laughing at that. I didn't know how that was gonna go. It's this brand too. I don't know what it's Fagoo. Is that correct? You guys know this brand? FAGUO. And I was like, man, I've grown so much since a middle schooler. Because when I was 12, I wouldn't have bought this. Just so I don't get heckled by my fellow classmates, But now I'm a 38-year-old man. I pay taxes. Give me that damn shirt. It's very nice to be here. It's a rough day. We lost Chuck Norris. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's a rough day for, I know. I'm so sorry if you're finding out about this right now. I don't think I'm the right person to let you know that karate legend Chuck Norris has passed away. He was 80-something. I didn't know he made it that long. That guy's a hero, man. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know if he's just an American hero or a worldwide icon, but he taught us all that you can kick in jeans. Like, I can't even go up too many steps. I can't skip a step with jeans. Like, I don't have enough. And this guy was, and his leg would be up here. And that's impressive. And he wore him normal. He kept him at his waist. Like Van Damme could kick like that, but he had his pants to his nipples. Remember that? Van Damme would have his blue jeans up to here, like mom jeans, and he'd come in with his elbows up and you're gonna come, but Norris would have regular jeans on his waist, just kicking people. Oh, sorry. All right, he's more of an American hero. I understand. I get it. You guys are more. Schwarzenegger's not. Is he your guy? No, that's another country. Austria. I apologize. I don't. You have to understand, I'm from very far away, and we don't learn about other people. I don't mean that as a rude thing, like you're not worth being learned about. I just mean like we don't have good schools where I live. And they give us the globe, but we only work on our part, you know? That's all we learn. 12 years of public school, you know what I learned? We're number one. That's all I've learned. You're number one. You're number one. I remember one time I was like, what about these other countries? They're like, they are not number one. You are number one. So, I don't know how much longer that's going to go. It feels a little... it's fun. We're getting a little dictator over there. I know you guys don't know what that's like, but... ours is very colorful. Man, he bruises easily. He has a lot of weird marks. Everyone's like, I love when they focus on the least important thing about him. He just keeps taking over countries and starting wars with others, and then they're like, did you see his bruise on the back of his neck? And you're like, that's like the 80th thing that we're gonna work on, alright? Who cares about the bruise on his neck? What are we gonna do tomorrow? It's crazy. I don't know if you saw that. He's trying to get all the other countries to help him. To help us. I should say us. I'm part of it. As you can tell, I'm there. He's trying to, and none of the other countries are helping. They're like, what? You didn't even tell us you were gonna. You know what that's like? That's like a friend asking you to help them move the day of the move. And you're like, why didn't you tell me a week ago? They're like, it's a surprise move. I owe a lot of back rent. I gotta get the hell out of it. I need your truck now. And you're like, you didn't even give me a warning. I actually feel bad for him, because it feels like my friendships in childhood. You ever have that when you were a kid and hanging out with your friends? You're like, let's go to my house. Come on, fellas. And then you get home and then you're alone. That's kind of what happened. Come help me with the war in the Strait of Hormuz. And then you get over there and just you. I know, it's hard to laugh about because it feels very near. I don't know. It's fun. We're trying. I apologize. But yeah, rough. I've had a rough trip. I found out yesterday my wife used to date a model. Did anyone know that? Yeah. Woo for who? All right. I didn't know that. I don't know how it came up, but my wife was like, yeah, I used to date a model. I go, show him to me. I need to see him now. And then I saw him, and I'm like, damn it, he's beautiful. And then I was all angry the rest of the day. She's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, he's better looking than me. And she's like, but you have a bigger heart, and you're a better person. I'm like, you admit it! Just lie to me. And then when I said that, she's like, he's a model! And I'm like, stop being honest. Lie a little. I hope he does. How dare he be better looking. And then I tried to think of it positively. I'm like, well, I guess that means I'm funnier than he is good looking. Still didn't make me feel better. I'm like, I just want to be good looking. And she's like, but you have so many other, you're a good person. He wasn't a good person. I'm like, I don't want to be a good person. I just want to be good looking, you know? I just want to have one of those sharp faces. You know those people with just sharp faces? You just come in and people, they gasp when they see you. People see me. All right. That's why I do this. It's more of a natural movement. But
I love that he said that. We'll give him a good Hungarian welcome, which means a not Hungarian welcome. I didn't know what that meant until I showed up yesterday. Like, 'cause I'm from here. I was born here, and then we moved when I was 4, and I have like a bubbly mom. Like, she's Eastern European. She'll say some dark stuff, but she'll like, everything's gonna be all right. And then I'm like, oh, that's what Hungarians are like. And then I showed up, I'm like, oh, you guys, you guys are very friendly and nice, but not in the beginning, you know? It's like, you know how a car warms up and you turn on the heater and you're like, it's just cold air coming out of there. It's like, oh, I'll give it 5 minutes. They'll come around. It's been very nice. It's a beautiful city. Everyone just feels like there's a grayness, you know, just kind of like, we know what's coming. You know what I mean? No, not so much. That's fine. It's very exciting to be back. I landed yesterday, came from the airport. Apparently you guys have an election coming up, I could tell. Just a lot of posters everywhere. I didn't know a single word that was said. Just a lot of faces like... I don't know a single word that was said, but apparently Vladimir Zelensky's running for office out here. Using a bunch of posters. You know, as an American, I don't pay attention to world news that much, but I was like, man, I could have swore that guy was from Ukraine. But maybe in Europe, it's just a kind of mixture of everybody, you know. Who knows? It's fun. It's fun. Walked around today. I don't know if this is a good trait that I have, but I match whatever face someone gives me. Do you guys do that? Like if someone comes up to you and they go, hey, I go, oh, yeah. And if someone comes up, I go, oh, yeah, what is it? And we went to the mall. We went into one of the stores, and there's a lady that had a lot of plastic face work done. So she had, I don't know, they took part of her eyebrow and just tried to put it into her hairline. And we walked by each other, and we made eyes, and I just went... And as soon as I did it, I'm like, don't do that. That's horrible. Don't ever do that. Just keep your regular face. But it's hard, you know. But it was so cool. We did the show last night. I had a family friend came by and gave me all these photos from my childhood that I haven't seen ever. I was a baby, and they are so 1980s Budapest. It's like it was me as a baby with like 2 other babies, and there was a guy right here just lighting a cigarette. It was the most 1980s hungry photo I've ever seen. He wasn't looking at the camera. He wasn't looking at the kids. He's like, what is my life? And I have no idea who that is. That's the worst part. I sent the photo to my mother. I'm like, is this my dad? No, I don't know who that man is. Just a random man smoking a cigarette next to 3 babies going, welcome to the world. I got all these documents from my grandfather, which was cool. I'm named after my grandfather. His last name was Herring, so it was Zoltan Herring. I don't know if you guys knew him. No. All right. I looked through. He was just a regular guy, you know. He's a bus driver or a carriage driver. We had all these like documents that are 100 years old. Some of them during communist times. We didn't know that. We just put it into ChatGPT because we had to translate. I didn't know what the hell it said, so my wife's like, put it into ChatGPT. And we were talking about it in the green room in the comic that was on before me. He was like, oh, good, you put your family history into ChatGPT. So they know all 3 generations. They know where I'm coming from, so that's good. But yeah, this whole trip has been fun, man. We were in Berlin 2 days ago. Before that, Paris, and I'm happy to be here. Like Paris, I've very much enjoyed. Very beautiful. I just don't. They have too much style over there, which I don't appreciate. Like I didn't think I dressed bad until I walked through Paris, and I was like, oh, I'm dressed like a homeless person. Like these people are dressed so good. They have just short, good faces, and I don't know. They want you to speak their language. My wife told me that. She's like, don't just go in there speaking English. That's rude. You have to go in there and say bonjour, and then say parlez-vous English, and then once they hear how bad you did that, they're going to speak to you in English. And I go, that feels more rude than just speaking in English, right? Like imagine if someone came to this country and just butchered Hungarian, and you'd be like, just don't do that again. I know that because I was in the cab. The cab ride, the cab driver knew we were American, and I just kept saying, Köszönöm, and every time he would just, he just kind of giggled at me. And I'm like, I'm from here. He goes, yeah, whatever. And I was like, I was born here in 1987. I moved in 1991. And he's like, I do not care. I don't know know what I expected. I think when I just want to tell everyone I'm from here, you know? I just like the waiter. I don't know. I've never been an expressive. I've always been shy and kind of in here, but the waiter was like, "Oh, you have a Hungarian name?" I was like, "I was born here, and we moved in 1991. This is my first time back in 32 years." And he's like, "Orange juice? Would you like some?" And I was like, "Oh, that's right. This doesn't matter to anyone except for me." Thank you. That was just for you, sir. I have noticed that about Hungarian audiences. This is my second Hungarian audience. Every once in a while, there's a joke that everyone's like, "That was fine," and one person's like, "That talked to my soul. That touched me right here in my heart." I'm excited to go look around tomorrow. We're gonna go try to find the apartment I used to live in. I forget what the district it was, but it's like 20 minutes from here. And my mom sent me the address, and I guess our next door neighbors still live there after 30 plus years. And she gave me their phone number. She's like, "Give them a call. I don't think they speak English, but good luck." So tomorrow I might be showing up to a random elderly couple's apartment going, "Hey, do you remember me?" And then I'll hold up the photo with the guy smoking a cigarette. And I go, "That was me. Was that you right here? Why were you smoking a cigarette into our face?" It has been fun. My wife's been having a good time because she gets to watch you guys, and then she looks at me and she goes, "Now I know why you do that." Like we had chicken paprikash 2 days in a row, and they give you bread, and I sop up. I take the bread. It just came back to me. I haven't done that in years, and my muscle memory from being a baby, I was like, I think I have to take the bread and clean the plate, other my grandmother's gonna yell at me. I think that's part of it. You gotta sop it up, otherwise your grandma with a cigarette behind her ears gonna whip you. How dare you not eat all of your food? Look at me now, 38 years old, high cholesterol. That's what I thought I was healthy, and the doctor's like, "Oh no, your blood is fat." I think that's what high cholesterol is. I don't know if that's really what it is. If there's any recommendations, please tell me. You know, I want to go see some good old I saw some dancing where they just a lot of slapping. I want to go see some, if anyone recommends some of that. I saw some tourist videos. I saw another tourist video where a guy was playing chess with other naked men at a pool. I'd like to do that. I'd like to be naked with some strangers going. That looks so interesting to me. I've never been deep in thought with a stranger and my wiener out at the same time. He's not even thinking about the game. You're thinking. That's ridiculous. Yeah, you guys do like nudity out here. I remember that. I remember because when we moved when I was 4, I Americanized very quickly. Like when you're young, you pick up cultures very quickly. So as soon as I moved to America, I was no longer okay with nudity. You know, and then we came back to visit like a year later. I was gone for 1 year. I came back a year later, and me and my uncle and my cousins went to a public swimming pool, and I was like, let's change into our swim shorts. And they're like, "What? No, we're gonna change into our shorts at the pool." And I go, "What are you, insane?" And we went over there, and that was the day I saw my uncle's wiener. And it's so weird to remember exactly when you lost your innocence. There's something about it. Like, a woman's body is beautiful. A man's is like, "Oh my God, you shouldn't be allowed to vote." That's what you're walking around with? That is awful. None of it makes sense. There's parts that look like they haven't met each other. Everything's just dangling off. Part of it looks melted. Oh my God. I haven't talked to my uncle since, quite honestly. He lives here. I could go say hi to him, and I'm like, I can't. I'll visit when I can't do it. All I can think of is his wiener. 30-something years, I still remember that. Honestly, not that impressive. More horrifying than anything. Man, I hope he's not here. I should have double-checked that. Like, I love all my family members, but we're not super close. Did you just yawn? I'm doing my best up here. Sorry, I just saw you on. I apologize. I'm sorry. I don't mean to call you out. I'm sure you had a long day. I'm just a very insecure performer, and I'm up here like, right, my uncle's wiener, and this guy's like, ah. Oh, another uncle's wiener. I'm so tired of these foreign comedians coming in. I'm so tired of hearing about everyone's uncle's wiener. We get it. They don't look right. I don't know why I'm becoming Trump. We get it. They don't look right. Yeah. People in my country they keep asking me to stop making fun of Trump, and it's hard because he's there. And he keeps showing up, and he doesn't listen to anybody. My favorite is when he goes off the cuff. You know when he gives a speech and he's like this? That's when he's reading. But my favorite is when he turns to the side and just goes, I don't know. Maybe we'll take over Japan or something. You're like, do you know you're talking out loud? Sometimes those are thoughts you keep on the inside while you're naked at a public pool. I don't know. But yeah, I want to go do that. I want to go do a public swimming hole. I don't know. So if anyone's got any ideas, throw them out at me. I'll do. I want to see some slap dancing. I want to meet weird family members, you know. Because no one I met two cousins in London that live out there, and then I found out one of them was not my cousin. I sent a photo to my mother, and she goes, that is not your cousin. And I go, man, I hugged her a lot. Who is that? I exchanged numbers with her. She goes, I'm not sure, but she seems to know you. All you have to do is lie to me and just come up to me and go, I'm your cousin. And I'll be like, hey, come on in. Who are you? Miklos, Lajos? Which one are you? Just throw out a name with a couple dots over an O, and I'll believe you. I don't know if you've noticed my comedy, but I like it to come right back down where it started. Like, if I get you laughing on one thing, I'm going to keep talking about it till you stop laughing, and then I can move on. Most comedians try to end each joke on the high, and I'm like, no, we got to make sure that we've beaten this dead horse. That's my happiness. That is one thing I've enjoyed about coming to Hungary, because I've been all over Europe, and I finally found a water bottle that the cap comes off. Do you know how hard this is? Would they import this from the United States? Like, where did this go? All throughout Europe, it's been right there, and it's been pissing me off. Just every time I go drink, this little... You know what it feels like? You ever been on the toilet and the lid comes on your back? Get off me. That's what this feels like. It's been upsetting me. Sorry. I sound like an uppity American. I apologize. Can you believe these bottle caps? You guys are fun.
We are here. Thank you very much. That is some excitement. Man, I am so glad that guy made that kick. He had no idea how much was on the line. Like, he thought it was just to the next round of the playoffs. I'm like, dude, you could have ruined a comedy show. It was so fun. Me and the comics, we were watching in the green room back there, and they were playing the game out here, and we were watching it on a delay, so we could tell. There was like a 5 Mississippi delay, so like every time you guys are like, we're like, oh, this is gonna be good. So congratulations, I'm really happy for you. I love being, happy for you, go all the way, all that stuff. My team's out, so I'm good. I'm happy for you, but I also know you guys have at least, best case scenario, 3 more games of stress, right? 3 more games of stress. It's also kind of nice knowing my stress is done, because now I just get to enjoy all the games. I'm like, I don't care who wins. This is great. There is like a freeness to just having your team kind of suck and be gone. And you just get to sit there, this guy next to you at the bar, just crying into his beer, and you're just there like, that was a hell of a game, wasn't it? Wow! Back and forth. My God. Whew! I'm gonna get to bed. Have fun. No, I don't know. I love sports. I love it. It's very nice when you have something on the line, you're rooting for your team, but it's very nice when you don't too, and you're just like, this is fun. It's fun to be around. I don't know too much about your team. I know your coach because he used to coach in New Orleans, and I don't know. I'm sure he's a great coach. Obviously, he's winning. I just don't something about him I don't trust. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? He just has a look like he would hit on his son's girlfriend. Right? A little. I think it's the visor. There's something about a visor where you're like, yeah, man, he can't make a choice. You know? Hat or no hat, but see my hair. You know? Hat, but see my hair. I don't know. There's something about him, but I don't know. Very much love coming to Denver. I'm very excited to be at this club. This is my first weekend at this club, and all the hype is well deserved. It's a hot room. This is how every comedy club should be designed. It should be downstairs. It should be cold, and it should only be warmed by your laughter. That's how it should be. Everyone should be crammed in. No one should have tables. Everyone should have to eat out of their laps. That's how it should be done. It's uncomfortable for you, but it's great for me. It makes all the energy come towards me, and it's about you, but if you knew how much I think of myself, it's more about me. Very high ego. Very, very sensitive performer. I need all of it, but I love it. We're all crammed in here. Some of you are on stage with me. This is part of it. This is what it's like, isn't it? Wow, it must be so magical to be on stage. And you guys not really. It's, thought the lights would be brighter. Not that bright. There's a clock. He knows how much time he has left. This is all he does? But no, I like your town, man. I've been coming here a lot, and it's everyone's friendly, but not in a creepy way. It's the right amount. Other places are friendly, and they have a long gaze. They hang out a little too long. You guys keep it moving. Hi, how are you? Good. Have fun, and you just keep it moving. I appreciate that. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's got a good, healthy look to them. You guys aren't cold. My wife and I have been freezing. We got in on a Wednesday. We've been cold. And I know it usually is colder than it is now, but it's cold enough for us to be like, whoa. And there's people out there in shorts, just shorts. The whitest legs I've seen. So many just man thighs. Just healthy man thigh. Just big, no hair. Just the ultimate man comes from Denver. You guys are a mix of just muscle, and it's like CrossFit athletes and cowboys, but you also look like you read. That's what Denver is, the literate cowboy. Yeehaw! What are you reading? Hemingway. That's what I'm reading. It's interesting. Great. Great food. Underrated food. Maybe I'm not in the world of food and culinary and all that stuff, but I've never heard anyone say, man, you gotta go to Denver for the food. Great food out here. My wife and I got in on Wednesday. We went to a sushi place that I keep forgetting the name. Uchi, I believe. Is that one of them? Nearby? Okay, we went to that. Probably one of the best sushi places we've ever been to. Not a Japanese soul in the building. We got served sushi by a white skateboarder. That's what he looked like. He looked like a skateboard kid. And he kept giving us, the food was amazing, but he told us how to eat everything, which I didn't appreciate, Because I go to a sushi place in San Diego, and the guy's Japanese. He leaves us alone. He just drops it off, and Yeah, it says enjoy, and this kid's like, all right, you're gonna wanna, I usually bare hand these and just put it in. And I'm like, I don't think that's right. I don't. Something about the way you look in your outfit, I'm just gonna use the sticks, you know? What a move to tell someone, yeah, you just use your bare hands on that sushi. It's like, you don't know what I've touched. You have no idea. I opened the door to get in here. You think I'm just gonna bare hand sushi? It's already raw fish. That's a gamble on its own. You want me to add my own little zest to it? No, I'm not doing it. So I'm like, yeah, I'll use the sticks, you know. But yeah, it was an interesting setup because you order through the sushi guy. He makes all the good sushis. But then your drinks, there's a server coming behind you, and that doesn't work. I don't know. I'm already uncomfortable in public, and I don't need people coming at me from different angles. It's uncomfortable because I'm over here eating sushi, and she's like, another round of drinks? That's like my little pet peeve on going out to eat. Come at me from an angle that I'm aware, you know? Don't come up behind, how is everything? It's so embarrassing. It's like they wait for you to take a bite and they're like, how is it? Things are real good. But yeah, good times, man. We went to vintage stores. We did a lot. We went to, that's what my wife and I like doing. We like finding out where the antique stores, vintage stores are, and we go walk around and look at that. I go look for old action figures. That's how I got into antique stores, is like, toys from my childhood are now in there. And so my wife wants to look at, like, you know, mid-modern century furniture, whatever the hell she's into. And I'm like, yeah, do they have some WWF Hasbro figures from the early 90s? That's what I look around for. I'm just, you know. And I like looking at old stuff. Those places are weird. They all kind of all have the same things. And they all also have old Playboy magazines. Which is, like, who has that kind of confidence to walk into an antique store at 2 in the afternoon? And they're all run by just elderly people and just thumb through a Playboy. Hey, I just had lunch. Let me look at some old smut from 40 years ago. I'd love to have that much confidence. Even have the confidence to beeline to the action figures that I want. I don't even have, I circle it. I come by, I'm like, there they are. But I don't want to just walk into the store and go and run right to them, because then no one's going to respect me there, you know? I gotta like, oh, are these some old Coca-Cola glasses? What are those? Oh, yeah. And then you kind of eyeball it. I think I'll take this. I have to be all sheepish. Yeah, I think I'll take this. Really? You have no idea who that is? No, I know everything about that person, and I want to add them to my shelf of collection. But yeah, we've had a great time here. It's been I hope you guys have had a happy New Year and good holidays. I've had a good. We live in. I mean, I don't know if you turn on the phone or the TV. It's pretty weird out there. But I mean, like, my life's good, so that's weird. You ever have that where you can't even celebrate your own life because you turn on the TV and you're like, oh, we should keep that down. Yeah. Can't just go out and go, woo, yeah. And then you're like, oh. Of course, you know? It's just a big, I don't know. I thought we were, like, as a whole, like, my personal holidays were good, but as a country, I think we were promised a lot for Christmas, and it was just kind of a letdown, you know? Like, right before Christmas, they're like, we're releasing the Epstein files. Like, now that's a gift. You know, everyone's, finally, yeah! And then it got released, but it was all redacted, and you're like, and it just reminded me of Christmas in '99, because, I asked for a Kid Rock CD from my mother, and she bought it, but she bought it from Walmart, and it was all edited. And I'm like, both situations, I'm like, what are they saying? Yeah? Everything's just blocked out. You know? We were promised so much, but we weren't given it, you know? Like Jake Paul got knocked out, but he didn't die. was watching for a murder. I didn't know I had that much hatred in my heart for someone that I didn't know. And then he got knocked down, and the ref's like, no more. I'm like, his eyes are still open. Let him hit him some more. His eyes are still open. Let him fight his brother next. Let him fight his brother. Why do I hate that family? Those people did nothing to me. But God, I hate them. Yeah, I don't know. I did thumb through like I did my own research, right? They released a bunch of the Epstein files. There's a lot of photos. I looked at the photos from the Epstein files. Boy, they sure took a lot of pictures on that illegal sex island, right? You think they'd take it easy on the photographs on the illegal sex island? Like, do you guys not know how to do crime? Like, take it. Doesn't that seem weird? An illegal sex island. Someone's just walking around, just. It's like, maybe easy on the. There wasn't one person there like, hey, I looked at those photos, I'm like, I think I might be better at crime. Like, I used to, when I was in my 20s, weed was illegal, and I used to buy marijuana from a drug dealer. I used to go to a drug dealer's apartment, and when I would get on the street he lived on, I would turn my phone off in case anyone was tracking me. That's the paranoia I had. Meanwhile, this Epstein Island, like, Bill Clinton's taking a photo with the pilots, like... And I'm like, easy, dude. What are you should be better at this. Like, everyone should be better at this, but I don't know. You know, they used to say marijuana is like a gateway drug to harder drugs. I think golf is a gateway sport to ending up on an illegal sex island. Just like marijuana, not everyone ends up, not everyone that plays golf ended up, but those guys all met on a golf course, all right? That's a conversation that started on the back nine, and then Jeff's like, I got an island, and I'm like, we can... It's so weird. It feels weird to make fun of dark stuff. It does. Like, every time I say these jokes, I feel like, ha ha ha, and then I feel like just a sense of, oh yeah. We're trying. I don't know. That's fun. I don't know, you just have to find some kind of fun in it. Like, I watched the other day when Trump went and gave a speech at the Ford plant where they make the F-150. And afterwards, one of the workers was like, pedophile protector. And then he got, and he flipped the guy off, as any president would do in that situation. Gave him the finger and then pointed, you. Just in case that some other guy's like, me? No. You. And then he stormed off. And he left, and I'm like, oh man, I'm glad general labor jobs haven't changed. Because that's where I used to work. Before I got to do comedy full time, I worked at like warehouses, I unloaded trucks, I worked at like CNC machine shops. Like, I wasn't qualified to touch any of the stuff, but I was like the guy that would unload the truck and help the guy that knew how to work the machine. I was one of those guys. So I worked around those guys for years, and I know, like, you can't, if you have anything you're sensitive about, those guys are gonna find out, and they're gonna yell it, all right? They're gonna yell it at you. Whatever you're sensitive about, they're gonna find out, and they're gonna yell. Ah! Dude, I remember there was a guy, a coworker of mine, I think we were disputing his age. He told us his age, and we either thought he was older or younger, and to prove us wrong, he pulled out his driver's license to show us his birthday, and one of the other guys was like, whoa, your middle name's Cornelius? Every day after that, he was heckled mercilessly. So when I watched that clip and the guy gave Trump's wave and the guy's like, pedophile protector, I was like, oh yeah, Cornelius. You can't walk into those places if you're sensitive about anything. Because they're going to find out. Yeah. I had a good holiday, though. It was nice to take time off. I got to learn a lot about myself. Sorry, I have to drink a lot of water because of the altitude. It sucks. This is the only way. I hate what I'm becoming. I drink so much water, and I don't want to drink as much water as I drink because I can't stop peeing. I can't. Isn't that weird? It's like I've always heard people older going, I can't stop peeing. I'm like, that must be awful. And I'm like, it is. Dude, I go out to have a drink. If I have a beer, I'm good. 2 beers, you won't see me a lot. After that, I'll be catching the tail end of a lot of conversations. I'll be like, so what were you saying? Oh, from before. All right. Yeah, my body's really taking 2 different directions. I can't stop peeing, and bout number 2s, I don't know, Tuesdays? Every other Tuesday, maybe sometimes. What happened there? How come this is on overdrive and the other end's like, we quit? Dude, I used to smell coffee brewing, and I'd be like, I gotta get out of here. Now I'm like 3 coffees in going, do I gotta pick up cigarettes or something? Like, I think I need 3 cigarettes and 2 coffees to get anything cooking down there. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to tell you guys all that. But yeah, I had a good holiday. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about my wife too. Like she's so open with her feelings. Like in public, you know? Like she'll show her feelings in public. Like if she's sad, she'll be sad in public, and that's just not how I was raised. Like, you know, I was taught to cry in bed. Like no. That's why we put sheets. So you don't stain the mattress. That's you sob. And it helps. That way you get it all out. You don't have to pee in the middle of the night because you're dehydrated from it. But she shows her feelings immediately. This is a sad story I'm about to tell you, but we were on a neighborhood walk in our neighborhood, and we saw a squirrel die. It sucked. We saw a squirrel get run over by a car, but it wasn't like a complete, it didn't get him completely. It got him like half, right? It was the worst situation. And my wife and I, we both saw it, and we went, damn it, no. And my wife's like, we got it. And because I was going to keep moving. I was like, all right. And she's like, you're just gonna leave? And I'm like, what are we gonna... Like, even if her and I were the 2 best veterinarians on the planet, and we had unlimited GoFundMe money, there was nothing to be done. It was a bad situation. Like, and she's like, we can't just leave them. We gotta do something. Call animal control. And I was like, by the time they even get here, it's gonna be too late. And she's like, well, what do we do? What are we supposed to do? And I'm like, I don't know. I think we're supposed to put him out of his misery or something. I've heard that. And she's like, well, how do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm supposed to, like, stomp him. Don't judge me. I wasn't, like... It's not like I had time to study for this. I had a cold brew in my hands, all right? I was just walking through life, and this happened. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm supposed to, like, stomp it or something. And she's like, well, do it. Put him out of his misery. And he's in pain. And I'm like, I can't. I'm wearing thin shoes. I can't. I'm going to feel everything. I can't do it. So then she's like, there's nothing we can do. And I go, I don't think there's anything we can do. And she just dropped to her knees and just started crying. And we watched the squirrel die. And I was behind her, like 2 steps, just kind of going... All right. Like, I felt the same thing she felt. I just can't get there in public. Like, my social anxiety overrides my heartache. Because, like, she's crying, but I'm just watching cars drive by going, I wonder what they think this situation is. Because they can't see the squirrel. All they see is a woman on her knees sobbing into the curb and a guy 2 steps behind her going, And I was like, oh, that's so awesome that you can tap into that and just feel your feelings in the moment. I don't have the ability to do that. And I'd like to, I'd like to. I'm just not great at it. And it's just, we learn different things about each other. Like, I got to learn about her childhood. You just hang out with your significant other and you're like, and you find out little traumas of their childhood through things they do to you. And then you're like, what was that? And they just look at you like, what? I'm doing normal things. We were in bed. We were watching a movie or something, and we were eating popcorn. And she was like, it was a little left, and she poured it in her hand. She's like, you want the rest of this? And I was like, okay. And so I just went in. And I don't know. I didn't want to just transfer hands, so she held it out. So I just. Like a little goat at a petting zoo. And my tongue barely touched her palm, and she just went, just mushed it into my face. I'm like, what was that? And she's like, oh, that's how my mom used to feed us when we were kids. And I was like, good Lord, She's like, I know. Like, I gotta hold my nose up. Let the bleeding start. Just faced it in there. And I was like, good Lord, that was unnecessary, I learned so much. My wife, she's strictly showers. She doesn't do baths. And I found that out because I'm like, hey, you want to take a bath together? And she goes, why? What are we going to do in there? And I was like, what do you mean, what are we going to do? It's going to be nice. We can both get in there. There's bubbles. We can put our feet up. We can massage each other's feet, And then she's like, that doesn't sound fun on my end. And then I thought of my foot, and I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound fun on your end. Just my hoof just hanging over here. She's probably going to cut her hand on my toes. But I was like, it would be fun. We could set up the iPad, we can have wine, we can watch stuff, we'll end up being in a bath. She's like, I'm not doing that. And then I'm like, all right, well, let's do the shower. And she goes, okay. So then we're in the shower, and she's like, oh, let me scrub your back. And it was like, I was expecting like a, like a sensual, maybe a little whisper in the ear. Just a little something. I got the most aggressive scrub down. She was scrubbing me like a cow that she was getting ready for the state fair. Just rubbing me down. It was so rough. Like, she took a loofah to my back. And I'm like, that's a mole. You're rubbing off the mole. I'm bleeding in the shower. And I was like, why would you do that? And she's like, that's how my mom used to bathe us. And I was like, that's why you don't like baths. Because you remember being a kid, just apparently just coming sawing down on her. It's so rough, man. I felt for her, I felt for her. But yeah, she wants me to, we were talking about that because like little differences in childhood. Like, she's comfortable in silence. That's something that our relationship has taught me to be comfortable in. Like, I grew up, you always need the TV on. I need the TV on, I need the radio on, a podcast, something. I need some other noise other than nothing. Because if there's nothing, these voices start getting loud. I gotta drown out these voices with a little, like, sports talk banter. Like, that helps. Who's gonna be the quarterback next season? Like, that's exactly what I need to keep these voices down. And she's like, why are you that way? And I'm like, that's how I was raised. We just always had noise, And that's what I'm used to. But, she's always, like, trying to help me. She's like, she recently talked to me, she's like, you need to emotionally regulate. That's a big one. You don't have good emotional regulation. Because I don't blow up in public, but I like, yell silently. Like, when things go wrong, just something. Like when we landed on Wednesday, I was going through the airport and I had my backpack on my rolly bag, so I'm doing the thing where it rests on top, and it tripped, it like kept bumping into my heels. So the first time, and then the bag fell over, so I had to get it. And it happened 2 more times, and finally the third one, I'm like, you know? And Emma's like, what are you doing? That lady just saw you. And she's like, you need to emotionally regulate, all right? When you feel anger coming, I want you to just roll your shoulders back and do this with your fingers. I saw a video online. You're just supposed to do this. And I was like, that's what I'm supposed to do? Instead of just, you know, like, you got to cry over the squirrel. Why can't I silently cuss at my back? But she's like, no, you roll your fingers and you twinkle your toes. And I'm like, all right, I'll do that next time. Next time the bag falls over, I'm just going to stop in the whole airport. And I'll never be allowed to fly again. Do you realize someone's going to report that? Someone's going to see that, and that will be on a list where I'm no longer allowed to fly. It's going to be bad. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We had a good holiday, though. I like hanging out with my mom because she's getting darker. Like, emotionally, she's letting some stuff fly, you know? And I'm like, whoo, like, Thanksgiving. I mean, she's telling me stories I've never heard before. Thanksgiving. My mom and I used to work together in a retirement home. So she used to work there, and then it was my first job in high school, so we used to work together. And my wife was asking us questions about it. She was like, oh, how was that? Was that nice to work together? I'm like, yeah, it was good. She's like, was it cool working with the elderly people? I was like, yeah, you get to know them, and then you get to know what they like. So you have regulars. It's a bunch of regulars. I'm serving them dinner. It's cool. And she asked, like, did you? I'm sure you lost a bunch of them. I was like, yeah. I mean, that is what happens there. So that's a bummer. And then my wife goes, have you ever seen anyone die in front of you? And I was like, I think she was still on the squirrel thing, you know. And I was like, no, I didn't. I've never seen anyone die in front of me. My mom's like, I have. And I go, what? I didn't know that. And she goes, oh yes, I see. And she told the story about she used to do the continental breakfast, and there was this one resident who had been there for years, and they knew each other very well, but she had the same breakfast every day. She had an English muffin, jam, and a black coffee. Just a very plain breakfast. That's what she had every day. And this one day, she was like, I don't know what it is, but this is the best English muffin, the best jam, and the best coffee I've ever had. My mom's like, oh, good. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, and she's like, no. Did you guys change the English muffins? Did you change? Is this a new brand of jam? Is this different coffee? And my mom's like, nope, same stuff we have all the time. She goes, it's the best I've ever had. My mom's like, okay. And then she sat down, had a major stroke, and died right there. And my wife and I were like, oh my God. And my mom's like, yes, so if you eat something, never enjoy too much. That's how we started Thanksgiving dinner, all right? That was our prayer. And I was like, you're getting dark, Mom. You're getting dark. And I'm here for it, I guess. It's a good story, but yeah. Like, we really bonded during the pandemic, and that was a time when people are like, uh-oh, what does that mean? That's an Amber Alert. Oh, I mean, all right, posse, round up. We're gonna go find her. Everyone grab a weapon. We're storming the streets. We're gonna go up to every silver Nissan Sentra, and we're gonna bash the window in. Why is it coming through the speakers? Is that how the Amber Alerts work here? Would they have ended the football game if that ended? Will Lutz is getting ready for the kick. Oh, we gotta find her. Everyone storms out of there. My God. Oh yeah, it is yeah, it's an emergency alert. All right. Says we're safe here. says shelter in place. Well, we are in place. Leave us alone. It's perfect. We're in a bomb shelter. Look at it. Wouldn't that be crazy if we went out there and... and we got to start over? Like, this is the group. We need a leader. And you're like, well... My God. All right. Enjoy it out here. Love it. Like it. It seems safe, you know? It doesn't seem like there's that much crime. Except for last night, we tried to get some White Castle downtown. And... yeah, well, none of you told me. Yeah, we also didn't ask. We were hungry. We had done 2 shows. It was late, and our hotel's down there. And then I was like, oh, baby, have you been to White Castle? And she's like, no. I'm like, it's going to be a treat. And boy, was it. It was a treat. We pulled in, oh my goodness, what a circus of humanity was going on out there. Wow. Ripley's Believe It, it's not happening right now. It was crazy. As soon as we pulled in, a dude was pulling out. He had just gotten his food. He gets out of his car and just pees. He was clearly intoxicated. He had just gotten his food, and he just put the hazards on in the drive-thru lane, because you don't want anyone to ram into you, you know? Put his hazards on, just came out. My fiance saw that and goes, he's peeing! He's peeing! And I'm like... yeah, he is. And then he wanted to get back into the car and leave, but he couldn't because there's a dude in a wheelchair missing a leg just blocking his exit. And then so now the peeing guy's honking at the dude in the wheelchair without a leg. And then Emma goes, can we get out of here? And I'm like, we can't. He's blocking us too. I've never seen a dude in a wheelchair block 2 cars going 2 different directions, but he did it good. White Castle. Downtown Louisville. Go somewhere else, you know. Should have hit the suburbs a little bit. Went to a Waffle House.
It's a good week. I watched the Dahmer series. You guys watch the Dahmer series on Netflix? Yeah. Wasn't that amazing? That was so good. It was such a good show. I know you're not allowed to, like, you can't be too excited about the show. You gotta keep, like, a temperate. It was a good program. It's not like we were there with popcorn going, yeah! Kept it fine, and we went, okay. It's a good show, man. I don't know if you're allowed to say this, but the soundtrack was amazing. I don't know if anyone said that about the Dahmer series, but it was all like 80s dance music. I was like, yeah! Man, if this was like 97, I'd go to Tower Records and buy this CD to the Dahmer series. Having house parties? Put on the Dahmer! That's, get this party jumping, and... The main actor did an amazing job. He was so good. Evan Peters, I think is his name. I'd never seen him before, and he did such a good job as Jeffrey Dahmer. He gave him a little bit of a Napoleon Dynamite flavor. Did you feel that too? It was like Jeffrey Dahmer if Jeffrey Dahmer was also Napoleon Dynamite. Like, he was a crazed killer, but also when people would call him out, like, Jeffrey, you need to get a damn job. It's like, all right, Dad, jeez. Just like a little bit of Napoleon Dynamite in there. But he did an amazing job. I'm not knocking the actor. He killed that. I mean, he did a great job. That wasn't even that was an accident that ended up working out. And some of you guys caught that. You're like, we're not laughing at that stupid pun. I don't know. I was thinking about the audition process for the Dahmer series. Like, you ever think about like the other actors that were almost Dahmer but they didn't get the job? You know, is there ever like a role that you're like kind of okay not getting? You know, like after your 3rd callback audition and then they just don't pick you and you're like, you know, I'm actually happy they don't think I'm right for that role. Doesn't that make you feel good in your heart? You're like, that's good. You know, what a positive thing.
And then the actor they did pick, they had to let him know nicely. You couldn't just say, magnificent, you know? You were born for this role. You had to let him know easy. He did, he did a great job. In the first episode, he's like dancing on the dance floor. I don't know if you guys watch him in the opening scene. He's at a gay bar and he's just dancing to like late 80s music. And I don't know if you realize how hard of a job that is for an actor. He had to decide how to dance like a serial killer. There's no video to reference of how Jeffrey Dahmer danced. He just had to decide. He's like, how does a serial killer do you understand they don't teach that at Juilliard? Like, there's no spring semester NYU course on serial killer dancing, late 80s. You just had to figure that out. I was impressed by it. I feel like a lot of you were like, yeah, whatever. It's pretty impressive. I like the serial killer stuff. Do you have a favorite serial killer, sir? Yeah, you do? Who's your favorite? Oh, you don't know? I got a favorite. You have a favorite? Ted Bundy? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. He made the unibrow sexy. Everyone thought Ted Bundy was attractive. I looked at his photos and it was just a full mustache. Not even a just full. I'm like, man, 70s, the bar was low to be attractive. You could just come in like a caveman and women were like, hell yeah. Yeah, bring that on in. I like John Wayne Gacy. John Wayne Gacy, he killed like 33 people over 2 decades while also running a successful construction company. And you're like, wow, what a loser I am, you know? He got so much done. Like, he got so much done. He's a business owner. He runs a business and then at night, and then gets away with it. Like, wow. Wow, impressive. He was able to lure young men over to his house because he had a pool table and some marijuana. That's all it took in the 70s. That's how boring the 70s was. You could go up to a 19-year-old kid and be like, you want to come over? I got a pool table and some weed. And they'd be like, say no more. That wouldn't work today, right? Like if John Wayne Gacy was around today, went up to some 19-year-old kid and like, hey, you want to come over? I have a pool table and some marijuana. They could be like, I have a smartphone, and I'm microdosing on shrooms as we speak. Like, I don't think you have anything for me, old man. Can't impress me. It's a bummer, though. I like the Dahmer series. I like all the serial killer documentaries. They're fascinating because they're different from us. They wouldn't do what us normal people would do. And you're like, I want to know why. But it's scary because, like, I'm bummed we're running out of serial killers. They've already done all the documentaries. They've already done them all. Serial killing, that's an old-timey thing. That's old-timey. That's 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. We don't have serial killers anymore. Now we have mass shooters. And those guys are lame. That's going to be a lame-ass documentary. Because mass shooters, mass shooters are a great depiction of today's society. Everyone wants to be famous, but no one wants to put in the work. You know? The serial killers put in the work. John Wayne Gacy got a pool table. He had marijuana. He learned magic. It's a dark joke, and the people that are laughing, you were right. And the people that aren't laughing, you're also right. Okay? This is not a long one. He's not wrong.